Once upon a time, in a busy city, there lived a man named Alex. Alex was like many people today, stressed, worried, and always rushing. His job was demanding, his relationships were complicated, and the world around him felt chaotic. One evening, after a particularly hard day, Alex sat alone in his small apartment, feeling overwhelmed. He turned on his computer and searched for answers. That was when he discovered Stoicism. At first, Stoicism seemed like an old philosophy, something from ancient times that had no place in the modern world. But as Alex read more, he realized that the Stoics, thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, had faced struggles not so different from his own. They lived in times of war, political turmoil, and personal loss. Yet, they found peace. Alex wondered, could Stoic principles help him in his own life? He decided to try. The first Stoic idea he explored was the concept of control. The Stoics taught that some things are within our power, and some are not. Worrying about things outside our control only leads to suffering. Alex thought about this. His boss' bad mood, traffic jams, even the weather. None of these were in his hands. But his reactions? Those he could control. The next morning when his train was delayed, instead of fuming, Alex took a deep breath and accepted it. He opened a book and read while he waited. The delay didn't change, but his suffering did. The second principle Alex tried was negative visualization. The Stoics practiced imagining the worst-case scenario, not to fear it, but to prepare for it and appreciate what they had. Alex sat quietly and imagined losing his job. At first, the thought terrified him, but then he realized he had savings skills and friends who could help. The fear lessened. Later that week, when his workload increased, instead of panicking, he reminded himself, "This is temporary. I can handle it." The anxiety faded. Next, Alex learned about the Stoic idea of Amor fati, love of fate. The Stoics believed that everything that happens, even hardship, is an opportunity to grow. Alex had always hated criticism, but now he tried to see it differently. When his manager pointed out mistakes in his report, instead of feeling attacked, Alex thanked him and used the feedback to improve. The criticism didn't feel like an insult anymore. It felt like a gift. One of the hardest lessons was about desire. The Stoics taught that endless wanting leads to unhappiness. Alex looked at his own life. He always wanted the newest phone, a bigger apartment, a better car. But these things never brought lasting joy. He started practicing gratitude. Each night he wrote down 3 things he was thankful for: a warm meal, a friend's laughter, a quiet moment in the park. Over time, he noticed he was happier with less. The final principle Alex embraced was Memento mori. Remember that you will die. At first this seemed morbid, but the Stoics saw it differently. Knowing life is short makes us value it more. Alex began to ask himself, if this were my last year, how would I spend it? He stopped wasting time on petty arguments and meaningless distractions. He called his parents more. He took walks without his phone just to notice the world around him. Months passed and Alex changed. He wasn't perfect. He still had bad days, moments of anger or fear. But now, he had tools to face them. One evening, as he sat in his apartment again, he realized something. The world outside was just as chaotic as before. But inside, he was different. The noise didn't shake him as much. Stoicism didn't erase life's challenges. Instead, it gave Alex a way to meet them with strength and clarity. And in that, he found something rare in the modern world: peace. The story of Alex is not unique. The Stoic principles that helped him are available to anyone. Control what you can. Accept what you can't. Prepare for hardship, but don't fear it. Love your fate. Want less. Be grateful. Remember, life is short. These are not just ancient ideas. They are tools for living well today. The world will always be unpredictable. But with Stoicism, we don't have to be at its mercy. We can stand firm, like a tree in a storm, bending but not breaking. And in that resilience, we find true freedom. So the next time life feels overwhelming, remember the Stoics. Ask yourself, what would Seneca do? The answer might just change your life.